2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
The Thunder in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Happy to have you along for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Chandler out there with Davis. And there's Bryant. And it's the dude. And it's James in at the 3 slot.
You know, as soon as that steal was made, it was over. That was going to be a bucket the whole way.
That's exactly how a turnover cost you. You have to wonder, it's certainly worth thinking about with the way Anthony Davis took a big step forward last year. There's a legitimate argument, or discussion anyway, that he might eventually become the best player in the league at some point.
Paul outside. Bryant, that's for 2. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Bryant's got his first bucket in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for New Orleans.
Where their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And the Ages had a...
What a huge play.
Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't remember ever seeing a dunk like that in a game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw it.
Oh, man, that was just amazing.
And that one's good.
And the layup just gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Durant against Davis. Payton, right side. Kicks it out to Allen. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Durant, wide open, he fires. And he gets it to go from the corner.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Chandler with the screen on Payton. Paul kicks to Chandler. The 3 from Bryant. Kemp with the rebound.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at.
The defenders shouldn't relax just because he missed that one. He's capable of getting hot in a hurry.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Pelicans trail by 3. And it's Paul penetrating. Knocked away. Paul left side. Buries the easy one. The Thunder have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Allen for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The drive by James. And that one is hammered home. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Tore it down that time. I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer.
Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go with a 3. Outside Bryant. Goes up again. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim. Bryant's got 6.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
This New Orleans team is now in their second season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity.
Here's Westbrook, and the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. Paul with the defensive effort. New Orleans leading by 4. Bryant drives in. A baseline J. Davis, the pass to James. The feed to Bryant. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Anthony Davis with a historic second season. These numbers comparable to some of the all-time greats. The highest player efficiency rating ever for a player his age.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Kemp. Barry comes in for Ray Allen. Brown, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Wilkins subbed in for Payton. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. David West, he's checked in for Chandler. Paul George comes in for James. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Bryant. And Curry subbed in for Paul. That's good.
Anthony Davis.
And Davis becoming a go-to scorer in year 2, showing real comfort as an isolation scorer. In other words, having plays called for him where he just goes one-on-one. In fact, among players his age, with his volume of offense, he leads that group as the most efficient scorer in history.
Pelicans leading by 8. Curry kicks to Stevenson. All alone. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's George. The shot's good on the assist by West.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
And Anthony Davis, one of only 6 players since 1980 to post a 40-point, 20-rebound, 3-block shot game. I mean, it was amazing. He, in fact, along with Shaq, Steve, the only 2 to do it before the age of 26.
Yeah, and also, you know, those 2, the only players since 1980 to have a streak of 6 games with at least 28 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block, and I memorized that.
Yeah, right, exactly. Here you go with the analytics again. You can twist those numbers to say anything you want them to.
You like them too, though, don't you?
I do, but they need to be balanced out, Kevin. Go overboard.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Bosh is checked in. Curry attacking. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
Their defense just hasn't been able to slow them down.
And that's a big reason why they're trailing Clark. They haven't gotten many stops here.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside, George. On the wing, Stevenson. Back to George. The Thunder pull it in. Durant's got 3 rebounds now in this one. George with the defensive effort. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. Well, Steve, Clark Pelicans pretty much in control here.
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter. Really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they come out, and it's served them well.
Russell Westbrook out there with Allen. Then it's Durant. Then it's Kemp. And it's Ibaka in at the 5. Home in the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And Westbrook, here we go. Allen for 3. And that one's good. Allen's got 6.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Stevenson outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
Coach Scott Brooks of the Thunder, he's brought great stability to this organization. A lot of talent on this roster, but doesn't always fit in terms of their offensive flow. So the Thunder like to keep it pretty simple with their X's and O's.
Thunder trailing by 13. The dish to Durant. Allen outside. From deep. Ibaka goes in. Inside to Kemp, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Kemp's got his second basket of the night.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Curry against Westbrook. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
It's Durant with the drive, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Well, supposedly, Kevin Durant, a.k.a. KD, was always playing NBA 2K prior to every game as a way to loosen up and kind of as an informal scouting report for the other team. That guy just soaks up all the basketball he can get. Keep listening, KD, and keep playing.
Gary Payton, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Tyson Chandler is checked in for West. James comes in for George. Bryant is checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Paul subbed in for Curry. And Kevin Durant, guys, officially listed, I'm looking at my book here, 6'9". I imagine he's that height in video game form. Steve, you think that's selling him short?
Yeah, maybe. You know, it's interesting. A lot of guys who are 6'11" or 7 feet prefer to actually be listed as smaller. I think it's because in Durant's case, he wants to be known as more of a guard than a forward. But regardless, it doesn't matter what they list him at. He's just a ridiculously talented player.
Well, it's been said time and time again that this building is not only one of the loudest in the league, but it most approximates a college environment with the energy, and that's a huge help for the Thunder.
Chandler with the steal. Here's Bryant.
Hammer time! Wow. Hammer time!
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now.
Oh! Russell Westbrook!
Power punch right there.
Oh, great.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe this. This is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Here's James. Rebounded by Kemp. Thunder trailing by 12. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Kevin, Paul George has stated plainly that he hopes to post up much more often. Last season, he was basically dead last among forwards, only posting up on 5% of his possessions. He's put on muscle and developed his back-to-the-basket footwork. He said, quote, I plan on being a lot more physical, taking contact and finishing through it. That's my next step. He's trying to evolve, Kevin.
A good move considering his size and explosiveness, Doris. Thanks. Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Durant. Barry comes in for Allen. And Wilkins subbed in for Russell Westbrook. The drive by Paul. Can't cash in from close range.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had him. He is so powerful.
That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
Ibaka with a screen on Paul. Kicks to Payton. And he gets the bucket. Payton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
And finished off by Davis.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
The drive by Paul, and it's blocked. Out of bounds. Pelicans.